Hello students, in this session we are going to discuss sums based on unit vectors and also some more important points about vectors. Now the question number 1, find the unit vector which is perpendicular to each of vector a plus b and a minus b, where a equal to 3i plus 2j plus 2k, b vector is equal to I plus 2j minus 2k. Now remember students, here it is plus or minus a cross b divided by magnitude of a cross b is unit vector perpendicular to both a and b. Now for the solution, first we have to find out a cross b, later we have to find out magnitude of a cross b, right? Therefore let us find out here the unit vectors a plus b and a minus b. Here later we are going to find cross product of a plus b and a minus b, so that we will get that unit vector perpendicular to both a and b. Now let us find out a plus b. Therefore after adding these two, here 3i plus j becomes 4i, 3i plus I becomes 4i, 2j plus 2j becomes 4j, and plus 2k minus 2k becomes 0. Therefore 4i plus 4j is equal to, here C vector means we are going to take this a plus b as C vector, means this is just notation for our calculation. And in the next step we are going to find a minus b, means we have to subtract a and b here. Therefore 3 minus 1 and also 2 minus 2, similarly 2 minus of minus 2, so that it becomes 2 plus 2, right? So now here we will get a minus b is equal to 2i plus 4k, because 2 plus 2j minus 2j becomes 0. Therefore there is no coefficient for j here, so that the remaining is 2i plus 4k. Here it is equal to d. It is equal to d means it is the another name for a minus b, so that the students we got the values for a plus b and a minus b. So now we have to find out the unit vectors which are perpendicular to both a plus b and a minus b. Let us find out C cross D. Therefore C cross D, so that it is in the form of determinant, so that now we can take here in the first row ijk, and in the second row 4, 4 and 0, because there is no coefficient for k here. Next for the third row, here we are going to take 2, 0, because there is no coefficient for j here. Therefore 2, 0 and 4. Now we have to simplify this one, so that we will get here, that is I into 4 means that is here 16 minus 0, so that it is 16i minus j into the bracket of 4 into 4 minus again 2 into 0 means it is 0, so that it becomes minus 16j, and k into the bracket of 0 minus of 8, so that here it becomes minus 8, therefore minus 8k. So that the student after the simplification, or here that simplification of this determinant will be equal to 16i minus 16j minus 8k. Now we have to find out the magnitude of this C cross D. Therefore which is equal to square root of 16 square plus 16 square. See here minus is there, means after squaring it also becomes plus only, and minus 8 square, so that it becomes 64. We have to add all those. Here it is equal to, that is totally 576. Therefore it will be exactly equal to 24. So now we have to find out the unit vector, so that already we got the value of C cross D and also magnitude of C cross D, so that now we can find out the unit vector by using this formula. Therefore it can be taken as n cap. N cap is unit vector which is perpendicular to both A plus B and A minus B here. Therefore, n is cap is equal to C cross D divided by magnitude of C cross D. So that is equal to plus or minus 69 minus 16J minus 8K, because this is the value of C cross D, divided by that magnitude is 24. Therefore, after taking 8 common, see here we are going to take 8 common from this first row and also eight common, and here in the denominator is 24, right? But here after the cancellation, here the remaining is plus or minus 2I minus 2J minus K divided by 3. So that which is the unit vector perpendicular to both A plus B and A minus B. Next, one more example. The unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors I minus 2j plus 3k and 2I plus j plus k is, here we have this multiple choice question. So that answer will be the option D. Then here we will go for the solution how that answer is right. So first consider this formula again. This is the unit vector perpendicular to both A and B. So that now we are considering these two vectors as A and B here. Therefore, the vector A is equal to, and see here, A is equal to, that is I minus 2j plus 3k, and vector B is equal to 2I plus j plus k. So that first we have to find out A cross B. It is in the form of determinant. It will be equal to, in the first row ijk, and in the second row 1 minus 2 and 3, and in the third row 2 1 1. So now we have to evaluate this determinant by using the expansion along the first row. So that this will be I into the bracket of minus 2 minus 3 minus j into the bracket of, that is 1 into 1 into the bracket of 1 minus 2 into 3 is 6 plus k into the bracket of, that is 1 into 1, that is 1 minus of minus 4, it becomes 1 plus 4. So that this will be equal to minus 5y and plus 5j plus 5k. So now the required unit vector, so that will be equal to A cross B divided by magnitude of A cross B. So that is equal to plus or minus, see here that magnitude of A cross B, that will be equal to, here that is 5 square plus 5 square plus 5 square, that is totally, that is square root of 75, square root of 75. So that after taking 5 common, and here also, here we can get simplest form of this one. So this is also 5 into square root of 3. Therefore here we can cancel 5, and here this is also 5. So after the cancellation, here we will get minus I plus j plus k divided by square root of 3. So this is the required unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors A and B. Now we will go for some more important points. So the formula for area of a parallelogram. Consider a parallelogram here. So this is the parallelogram which has two adjacent sides A and B, and now here I am going to take a perpendicular exactly here from the end point of this vector A on this B vector. So this is exactly perpendicular, means which makes a 90 degree. So that this can be taken as here h. H means it is the height of this parallelogram. So now we have to find out the area of a parallelogram by using the cross product of two vectors. Therefore, the area of parallelogram is always equal to base into height. So here the base is the B. B means it is the magnitude of the vector B. So this can be taken as B here. So base into height means the base is B and that height is h. Therefore, it is equal to here magnitude of vector B into H. Now, here the magnitude of B into H means, so that we have to find out the value of H here by applying the Pythagoras theorem on this right hand means right angled triangle. So that here this is the angle theta, this is the angle theta. So by applying the trigonometric ratio sin theta, so this will be equal to opposite by here adjacent. Opposite is here that is H, and here the hypotenuse is vector A. Therefore, sin theta is equal to H divided by means magnitude of A, means we have to take down that magnitude of vector A here. Therefore, H is equal to magnitude of A into sin theta. Therefore, we are using this H in this formula. So, magnitude of B into H is, that is magnitude of A into sin theta. So, that remember student, so this is by the definition of cross product of two vectors A and B. So, therefore, this will be equal to magnitude of A cross B, because already we have to take that is whole magnitude. So, that here n cap becomes here that is unit vector. So, that n cap magnitude of n cap is equal to 1. Therefore, by using the definition or the note here, so this will be equal to magnitude of A cross B. So, this is the formula for area of parallelogram, that is magnitude of A cross B, where A and B are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Let us solve some examples on this concept. Find the area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by vector A is equal to I minus j plus 3k, and B vector is equal to 2I minus 7j plus k. So, area of parallelogram is what here? That is magnitude of A cross B. Therefore, here we have to find out A cross B first. So, therefore, A cross B is equal to, again we have to take as determinant in the first row ijk, and in the second row that is 1 minus 1 3, and in the third row 2 minus 7 1. So, after the expansion of this determinant, so that here it will be, that is minus 1 minus of minus 21 means this becomes 20I and plus 5j, because here minus j into the bracket of 1 minus 6, so that it becomes plus 5j plus k into the bracket of that is minus 7, here minus of minus 2, which becomes plus 2 means 7 plus 2, 7 plus 2 means minus 7 plus 2 is minus 5. Therefore, 20I plus 5j minus 5k, it is the value of A cross B. Let us find out magnitude of A cross B. It is nothing but the area of the parallelogram. So, magnitude of A cross B, that will be equal to square root of, that is 20 square is 400 plus 5 square is 25, again plus minus 5 whole square is also 25. So, this will be equal to square root of 450 square units. So, this is the value of the area of the given parallelogram. Now, go for the another problem. The area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are given by vector A is equal to 3I plus j minus 4k, B is equal to here that is I plus j minus k. See here students, these two are not the adjacent side. Here they have given the diagonals of parallelogram. So, keep remember this one. I will tell that note here later. First, consider that A cross B of these two vectors, these two are the given diagonals. So, therefore, A cross B is equal to, that is again in the determinant ijk, and in the second row 3 1 minus 4, and in the third row 1 1 minus 1. So, now after the simplification of this determinant, that is I 1 into the bracket of that is determinant of 1 minus 4 1 minus 4 1 minus j into that determinant that is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1 in the second row and plus k into that determinant that is 3 1 1 1. So that now the simplification I into the bracket of minus 1 minus of minus 4. So that is minus 1 plus 4. So that is here 3i and similarly minus j into the bracket of minus 3 minus of minus 4 means minus 3 plus 4. That is 1 into that is minus is here again. So that it becomes minus j and k into this determinant is 3 minus 1 is 2. So that is plus 2k. So this is the value of a cross b. So that a cross b is here. Now here I am going to give a remark. If d1 and d2 are the diagonals of the parallelogram, then area of a parallelogram is 1 by 2 into magnitude of d1 cross d2. See here student, if d1 d2 are the diagonals of the parallelogram, then here we can find out the area of the parallelogram by using this formula. So that a and b are the diagonals here. So let us find out the area of the parallelogram is equal to 1 by 2 into the magnitude of a cross b. Therefore 1 by 2 into the magnitude of a cross b is here 9 plus 1 plus 4 because 3 square is 9 plus minus 1 square is 1 plus 2 square is 4. That is here square root of 14. Therefore the answer will be 1 by 2 into square root of 14. So this will be the area of the parallelogram. Square unit. So that we have to express the area in square unit. Therefore 1 by 2 into square root of 14 is square units is the area of the parallelogram. Now let us find out the area of a triangle by using the concept of cross product of two vectors. Now consider the triangle here. These two are the adjacent sides A and B here. So this is the height which is perpendicular, exactly perpendicular on this B vector. Therefore the area of triangle is given by half into base into height. Therefore half into base is the magnitude of vector B into height is h. Therefore 1 by 2 into magnitude of b into h we can find out by using the Pythagoras theorem on this right angled triangle. So therefore sin theta is equal to, that is opposite is h divided by that is hypotenuse is the magnitude of vector A. Therefore h is equal to sin theta into magnitude of vector A. Now the area of triangle will be 1 by 2 into magnitude of B into h is magnitude of A into sin theta. Therefore by using the definition of A cross B and its magnitude, therefore it is equal to 1 by 2 into magnitude of A cross B. Therefore this will be the area of triangle formula for the triangle which has A and B are adjacent sides. What is students? So now here we will go for some examples on this concept. The question number 1, find the area of triangle having the points 1 1 1, B has the coordinates 1 2 3 and C has the coordinates 2 3 1 as vertices. Remember student, first we have to find out here position vectors of the points ABC. Later we can find out two adjacent sides of the triangle. Therefore AB and AC are the two adjacent sides because both are having here the common initial point, that is A. Therefore to find out AC and AB, first we have to find out OA, OB and also OC. Let us find out OA here. This is the position vector of the point A. So OA is equal to I plus J plus K, because we are using here the coordinates of point A. Similarly, here we can find out OB is equal to I plus 2J plus 3k and OC is equal to 2i plus 3j plus k. See here, vector A is equal to, that is AB. AB is what here? That is the vector, and that B vector is equal to AC. So AB and AC, these two are the adjacent sides. Therefore, magnitude of A cross B is the area of the parallelogram with AB and AC as adjacent sides, and half of A cross B is the area of triangle ABC. Now we can find out AB here, OB minus OA, because AB is always equal to OB minus OA. Therefore, we are getting that is J plus 2k. After here subtracting these two, I minus I is 0 and 2j minus j is j here, 3k minus k is plus 2k. And let us find out AC here, that is OC minus OA. So that will be equal to, see here, that is OC minus OA. OC minus OA means, so that we can here subtract these three terms here. Now here 2i minus I is I, and plus 3j minus j is plus 2j. Similarly here, that is k minus k is 0. Therefore, AC is equal to I plus 2j. Now we got the values of AB and AC here. Let us find out AB cross AC, because these two are the adjacent side. Let us consider that determinant. First row contains ijk and second row contains 0, because there is no coefficient for I. Therefore 0, 1, 2, and in the third row 1, 2 and 0. Now after the simplification, this becomes minus 4i, because 1 minus 4, this is, sorry, 1 into 0 is 0, minus 4 means minus 4i minus j into the bracket of 0 minus 2. So that becomes minus of minus 2j is, that is plus 2j. And later plus k into the bracket of 0 minus 1 is minus k here. This is the value of AB cross AC. Now find out magnitude of AB cross AC. That will be equal to square root of 16 plus 4 plus 1. This is square root of 21. So now the area of triangle, that is 1 by 2 into the bracket of magnitude of, AB cross AC is square root of 21. Therefore, 1 by 2 square root of 21 square unit, it is the area of the given triangle. Similarly, one more question here we will take here. Given that A dot B is equal to 0 and A cross B is equal to 0 vector, what can you conclude about the vectors A and B? Now for the solution, consider these two definitions. A cross B is equal to, that is here, magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sin theta into n cap. Similarly, A dot B definition, that is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. So consider these two definitions. So if we have A dot B equal to 0, then either A is 0 vector or B is 0 vector, or else we have A is perpendicular to B. Whenever we have that dot product is 0, then definitely here we can consider A is perpendicular to B, or A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. And similarly consider the second statement, that is A cross B is equal to 0 vector. If we have like this, either A equal to 0 vector or B is equal to 0 vector, or A is parallel to B. Therefore, any two vectors cannot be parallel and orthogonal vectors simultaneously, because here we have two conditions here. So for the first condition, A is perpendicular to B, but for the second condition, A is parallel to B. But this is not possible at a means simultaneously. Therefore, here we can take A dot B is equal to 0 and A cross B is equal to 0 vector. Either A is 0 vector or B is 0 vector. So that here this is the conclusion about the vectors A and B, because here both vectors cannot be perpendicular or parallel simultaneously. Therefore, that A is 0 vector or B is 0 vector, which is the conclusion for this given problem. Now, again one more question. Let A and B such that magnitude of vector A is equal to 3 and magnitude of vector B is equal to square root of 2 divided by 3. Then A cross B is unit vector if the angle between A and B is, here we have the multiple choice question. First option is pi by 6, B option is pi by 4, C option is pi by 3 and D option is pi by 2. Now we can find out the solution that given magnitude of A cross B is equal to 1, because already given that A cross B is a unit vector, therefore magnitude of A cross B is always equal to 1. Now the sin theta will be equal to magnitude of A cross B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So this is here already we know in the part of cross product of two vectors. Therefore, it is equal to 1. So magnitude of A cross B is equal to 1 and magnitude of A is equal to 3 and magnitude of B is equal to square root of 2 divided by 3. Now here we can cancel 3 and 3 here. Therefore, the remaining is 1 by root 2. So according to the values of trigonometric ratios of standard angles, that sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2 mean, then definitely theta is equal to pi by 4 or 45 degree. Now the another problem, prove that A minus B cross A plus B is equal to 2 into the bracket of A cross B. So to prove this one, let us consider the LHS part. A minus B cross A plus B. Therefore, this will be equal to, here see we have to multiply like this here, first term, second term, similarly second term, first term and second term. So like that here we can multiply A cross A and plus A cross B and next minus B cross A and minus into plus means again it is minus B cross B. See here we can cancel A cross A because it is 0 and also that B cross B is also 0. Already I have given in the note here. A cross A means product of two same vectors, it is always equal to 0 because A is parallel to A only, so its cross product is 0. Therefore, these two terms are becoming 0 here. That remaining is A cross B and minus B cross A. And student, see here, this minus B cross A, it is equal to plus A cross B by the definition of cross product. Therefore, A cross B plus A cross B here, because minus of B cross A is always equal to A cross B. Therefore, here it will be equal to 2 into the bracket of A cross B, because these two are similar products. Therefore, that final answer will be 2 into the bracket of A cross B. Students, in the third example, for any vectors A, B, C, summation of A cross into the bracket of B plus C is equal to 0 vector. So we can find out the solution. Here summation of A cross B plus C this will be written as A cross B plus C plus B cross C plus A plus C cross A plus B. So student, consider the cyclic order, means first A and second B and the third C, means which is in the cyclic order here. So after the cyclic order we will get this summation form. Now the cross product will be A cross B plus B, A cross C plus B cross C plus and plus B cross A plus C cross A plus C cross B. See students, here A plus A cross B, which is exactly the negative of B cross A. Therefore, we can cancel these two terms here. Similarly, A cross C is the negative of C cross A. Therefore, we can cancel these two terms here. B cross C is also the negative of C cross B, so that we can cancel the term also. See here, there is no term remaining in this part. Therefore, the final answer will be 0 vector. So, this is the solution, how to find out this solution here. Now here we will go for some more examples in the next video. Thank you.